Okay, so we're back again. This is like my grand reopening for this freaking video. The first time the Wi-Fi was just, I don't know. Anyway, I think there's too many devices on the Wi-Fi right now, so I just decided to record it and post it that way. This is the week ahead, the next 7 days, Monday through Sunday. Um, and then we're gonna do all signs for the week. We've got the Hermit, the Seven of Pentacles, the Moon, the Judgment card, the Nine of Cups, the Star. The Moon is clarified by the Eight of Cups, the Magician, the Nine of Pentacles. Um, I said that the Moon, no, not the Moon, the Hermit and the Star are connected because it really feels like the Star is inside the Hermit's little lantern. Felt like somebody waiting and watching. It feels like a sting operation, but also with the moon here, it feels like something is not what it seems. With the Eight of Cups on the moon, it feels like somebody moving around in darkness, manipulating things, like one hand not knowing what the other hand is doing. And it feels like it is financially motivated. Also, maybe about resources. It doesn't surprise me at all. It's not a very amazing prediction to say that there's going to be more and more rhetoric and things floating around that out there that um, may not, it's not what it seems. Especially when it comes to like mainstream media and the government and stuff like that. Especially now that this year is an election year. It's definitely not going to be um, things are just not going to be what they seem. I also feel like there's going to be more surveillance. I always see this little, I guess it's like a diamond or something on the hat that feels like a camera. So yeah, just collectively watch for, manipulation of information and hiding of information, twisting of information. Do your own due diligence to make sure things, especially in your personal life, are what they're supposed to be, especially if you get like documents and stuff like that. But I do feel like let's look at the Seven of Pentacles because to me it's giving like waiting and watching for the right moment to strike, the right moment to do something. With the Judgment card, I feel like whatever this stuff that is being hidden, I feel like it's going to come out regardless. Judgment feeling like the long arm of the law. That's it, justice or judgment? Judgment feels like the long arm of the law. Also feels like court things, like Supreme Court things and like stuff like that. King of Pentacles, some maybe financial institutions. The King of Cups. How very strange. And this one looks like me, and I look at it. Eight of Cups. There could be a merger or something going on, but something's wrong with it. Something is not what it seems. Feels like one is more one of these people or entities is more about manipulating things, and the other one is like trying to move forward, or they're the ones getting manipulated. This also feels like something going on the world stage where we have to kind of watch and see what's going on. Hermit is the Knight of Rods, King of Rods, lots of people out here doing lots of stuff. And there goes the world, but the world is naked. So we're going to cover that up. With the Nine of Cups in the world, though, it feels like whatever this guidance is, the mission is successful. Um, it feels like whoever is watching and waiting, if they're patient and they're taking whatever the guidance is that they're being getting, they're being getting that they're getting or they have gotten. It feels like things ending successfully for them. It could also be the world watching um the eclipse is coming up. I misspoke before and said that it was April, but it is March. Okay. Those all decided to come out and flip over. I wasn't the most focused, so we're gonna see if these come out again. It's Five of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, Ace of Rods, and the Three of Swords. I don't even think I was trying to clarify a card. I think I was just shuffling. But I will look at the jump card. If you ride your bike, you always take the same path, consider taking a different path, especially if you've seen a dog or dogs on that path. Or to take something to protect yourself from dogs. Judgment feels like karma though, so if these people feels like these people over here are like trying to manipulate something with the moon and the magician for financial gain, it definitely feels like them, whatever they're doing is coming out. Judgment is a card of Scorpio, and the star is here. So, Pluto is in Scorpio right now. That is definitely dredging up a lot of stuff, exposing a lot of stuff. And that's going to be a long-term thing. It's not just this week. Star representing Aquarius is also about, you know, humanitarian things, being a person of the people. And it feels like if you're not of the people or for the people, you're going to be feeling a lot of pressure over the next 20 years. Judgment card. Judgment. Page of Swords, which could actually be a legal document with the Hierophant. Something going on with these institutions out here. Knight of Swords. So whatever it is, it feels like with there's a tower in the background of this card. I think this is the only Knight of Swords that I've ever seen to have a tower on it. Not saying that I've seen all of them or that I've seen, most of them. I have. I'm just saying that it feels like somebody's getting ready to have a tower on it, or they've been dealing with one. It's like somebody's been trying to put a fire out for a long time. I'm seeing the fire on Gabriel's horn. All of this red in the background of these cars. It feels like holy fire. Like like somebody is gonna have to face the fire. You're like I'm just getting all of these, you know, all of these things just saying that it feels like karma. If somebody is trying to hide something, more of that stuff is coming out. It's kind of like I've been saying for a little while, Diddy. Just look at Diddy. What's happening to Diddy right now? What's happening to Dan Schneider with Nickelodeon? What's happening to Donald Trump? Like all of their dirt is being dredged up. What is done in the dark is coming to the light, and it's like a flaming sword being, ju judging these people. Like I'm not sure why I'm getting like a flaming sword. It's just like a lot of that kind of energy. I'm also seeing like paths and not in the world. On the Temperance card, the tower is in the background, and there's a path leading away from the tower card. On the Moon card, there's a path. On the this card, it's a path, but it's made of water. So it really feels like this is a journey, something that's a long time coming. You may find that people in your personal life that have been doing this kind of thing will experience more karma over the next 7 days. You might find like poetic justice, um, and it's not just like, them being exposed to their friends and family, them being exposed on a more cosmic level or on a level where it's something on the outside looking in and saying, okay, so I see what you've been doing. I'm laying all the cards out on the table, not just for your friends and family, but for legal bodies, for um, the authorities to see. There's a that's actually 11. The Hermit I think is on 11. No, no, it's a 9. The Hermit's a 9. The Nine of Cups is a 9. So it feels like getting close to the end of the journey. Um, Whatever was started with the magician here, which is a 1, it's coming to an end or getting close to the end with these 9s and this 20. Because, 21, there goes 21 too. It feels like vindication for people who have been like on their spiritual path or people who have been like just like kind of walking without kind of hurting anybody. People who have been trying to be good people who have been like, just doing their own stuff and not hurting people. It really feels like people who have hurt people are getting ready to feel the pressure of that. And give me one second, because this is actually a little bit important. Okay. But yeah, especially if they're institutions or major bodies, they're getting ready to have to answer for the discord they've caused. It's like all the little fires they've been trying to put out for a long time, they become one big raging fire, and they're gonna have to deal with it. The Judgment card is also about things coming out again or being resurrected. So it really feels like things they tried to do in the dark in the past, um, things that they were trying to hide for a long time, things like even if they were paying people hush money, it feels like the information still comes out. The information still comes out, they still get exposed. So looking more like a water sign that like feels the brunt of it. We're dealing with fixed signs, temperance cards, Sagittarius. We've got Taurus here, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Aquarius. Aren't those all the fixed signs? Aquarius, Scorpio, Virgo, and for some reason I always forget the other one. I always forget the other. I think it's Leo. Nine of Cups. There's some kind of satisfaction though by the end. And it feels like I told you so. It feels like I knew it. It feels like those kind of when you've been watching something for a while and your intuition's been telling you something for a long time, and it's like it finally gets confirmed, so it's like confirmation. I knew it. I saw it coming. It's like those things with the Nine of Cups. Yes, and then things start over. I think the Queen of Rods is the only one that I've gotten. Well, the Star card and the World card are here, so that's more feminine energy. But it feels like, give me just one. Okay. She is surrounded by new opportunities. If the king and the queen were married, that just when they're the same suit, it feels like something married, blood related or whatever. It kind of feels like the that came to an end. And she's got new opportunities, things coming toward her that she wants. Hermit here kind of gets a little bit of a lonely, forlorn vibe. Like on the mundane level, it feels like things are going her way or she's got new opportunities. He's looking toward the past, so maybe things aren't also going his way with the because the world was on top of him. But maybe it's just like, like reminiscing over the past or things going on, but things still hang on regarding the past. If this is not that, it could just be two people who have like similar personality or, some kind of similarity. But I generally take the people of same suit to be kind of like family related by marriage, like really, really good friends or people of the same group somehow, way, shape, or form. Knight of Rods here. It feels like I'm hearing like some kind of folly. I don't use that word every day, so it's like some kind of folly that kind of led to an ending for somebody. Another is like reflecting upon the past. But it's like these two people are separated by a lot. So this person's over here, she's all the way over here. There's all this stuff in the middle. Let's look at the star. He's looking directly at the star, and I didn't mean to set this up like that, but it's like he's looking directly at her. Swords. This card says delusional. There may be some kind of delusion um, with the Ten of Swords there. Three of Cups and the Page of Cups. It it feels like a mental thing. What is really going on with the Ten of Swords here? Or, just like all of those difficult, like mental things that you feel, being tired, being over, like really done, like overdone, like so done. Um, it's like those are coming to an end. This person could also be on social media having issues on social media, like the comments and stuff like that. It could be an emotional thing there. The Star and the Three of Cups to me feels very much like a social media card. There could also be another social media platform that goes down, like Facebook did last week or a couple weeks ago. It might behoove all of us really to just make sure we have all of our pictures backed up, all of our posts backed up and stuff, because those things might be, you know, going going away or whatever. I got two different things. One is this song that I've been hearing for the last like month, where it's Once More with Feeling is the show. Once More with Feeling is the episode. The show is Buffy, the Vampire Slayer. If you hear noises in the background, my kids are here. Sorry about that. But anyway, most Sundays they're with their dad. But anyway, I'm hearing that song. Where we go from here. It's like the Queen of Rods singing that song. She looks like the lady on the star card, and I'm not gonna pick the star up, but I can show you the Queen of Rods. This is what she looks like. And maybe I will do it. I just want you to just kind of see her face, but she's mostly naked. She's completely naked here. There may have been a time period where this person went through, having to strip away everything else and just kind of walk in their spirituality or walk on faith to overcome something. And if, this person's looking at this other person overcoming this, like walking on faith, and I'm having to pretty much move in the dark is what I'm seeing with the Eight of Cups. That's like maybe a specific message for somebody. The eight, there goes the nine. So it's like even though things were dark for a while, even though things were difficult, when there was manipulation, things coming down through institutions, having to walk on, like I said, with like guidance, just like being guided by a star. I'm getting the story of many African American slaves who had to use the drinking gourd, the Little Dipper or the Big Dipper, Ursa Major, Ursa Minor, whatever it is, goes by different names. I just saw 2222. You might want to look that up. But it feels like she finally gets through that. It's like the darkest part is over, and there's new opportunities here for her. And it's like the person that she was dealing with, institution, family member, whatever the case may be, is looking back like, how did you survive this? How the hell did you survive this? And this person, I feel like, is going to continue to watch and wait and see. I really feel this person like preying on the other person's downfall, but I feel like she's got good karma and she'll be fine. Um, my kids don't look at that million level. But anyway, collectively, it really feels like relationship things, governmental bodies trying to be, shady on one side of the coin, being shady on the other side of the coin. It's like being exposed. Um, Political figures and people being exposed, things from the past coming back around again, people being vindicated. It's kind of like Orlando. I forget his last name. Orlando Jones, I think his name is. He's been talking about Nickelodeon for years and how that stuff works. And people are like, "Oh, you're crazy, you're insane." Um, but I feel like he's receiving some vindication for, you know, the things he's been talking about for years because maybe it's not Orlando Jones. I'm gonna look up his name. But anyway, he even if he it has mental um stuff going on, he still wasn't wrong. Just because you're crazy doesn't mean you're wrong, is what I'm hearing. But anyway, I've talked about the social media platforms potentially still having outages and stuff like that. Some of that stuff feels intentional. Could hear more news about the TikTok ban, but that's not an amazing prediction or anything. That's just like we are going to hear more about the TikTok ban because that is something that um people want to hear about. I'm getting like a feeling that it's a ploy. It may actually, at this point, I don't know. Maybe I'll keep that to myself. Never mind. But I would still back up all of your videos and stuff on TikTok from TikTok if you are on there, just to make sure. All right, we're gonna go to Aries. Aries is the first zodiac sign on our list. I don't know. I think other modalities of like astrology start with a different sign. Pisces are the first spring babies, right? Because we just had the first day of spring. Aries might be the first spring baby, but I don't know. Right now, I can't remember. All right, so we're just gonna have to deal with the noise in the background. All right, please. Aries for the next 7 days. Excuse me, I have hiccups. I just had a hiccup, I guess. Happy Sunday, everyone. Well, it is Sunday right now. Hopefully. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out. I'm not gonna hold it until Monday. Put it out today. Okay. That card tried to come off. It was the Page of Rods. That's could be about traveling or just starting over. I mean, it is a good card to indicate spring. You may benefit from spring cleaning. Just even if it's just mental spring cleaning, like decluttering your brain. However you might do that, go outside, put your feet in the sand or put your feet in the dirt or whatever the case is. Okay. And I've been working on this, and I had not really planned on using it yet, but I am being led to do so. It's just a bunch of different stuff, ideas, words I wrote down on these cards. That is backwards. Didn't even read it. Listen to your intuition. I don't know if you guys can read that, but I did get that same message with the moon card in the general reading. And the song on the bottom is Under Pressure, David Bowie, but Queen featuring David Bowie. I always thought it was a David Bowie song, but it's actually. Oh, and that one's blank. So I'm gonna stop pulling cards. This one is blank. Nothing on it. And there goes Angry. Came up with the blank card. So just gonna put that there. I'm gonna put that over there. And then we're going to pull the top three cards here. King of Pentacles came out in the general reading. There goes Judgment card. So maybe the person that is dealing with maybe the one of the people from the general is in Aries or has Aries placements. And there goes Ten of Swords. Again, like last week for the Aries peoples, there was the Five of Swords, We were talking about how, they kind of needed to take a break, take a breather. They needed a nap. They needed to go ahead, take a stress nap, take care of themselves. If you guys did not take that advice and you're still running on E, you're running off of fumes, you've got like, burn the candle at both ends or whatever, I would definitely just take a break. It feels like you're coming to the end of your rope. Why is a Five of Swords here? If you're doing something Five of Swords to somebody or around somebody, if you're being petty and childish or like trying to win at all costs, I would definitely rethink that. Especially if it's at work that you're having the competition with somebody at work, I'd definitely reevaluate. Are you doing it because you need to, or are you doing it because you're being petty? You're doing it because you're being childish. It's Five of Swords here. Okay, so it's like somebody trying to win at all costs. Um, I saw the star card at the bottom of the deck as well. These are very. I feel like you guys have an intuition about something because there's a lot of water in these cards, but you're ignoring it and all the water is frozen. Like on this card, all that is snow. I feel like you guys may have had like an intuitive hit about something, or you may have an intuitive hit about a person, and some of you are the ones who are doing the Five of Swords thing, trying to win at all costs, trying to trample over people just to get what you want. And if I were you, I would reevaluate that idea. I would, because it really feels like, or if you were doing this in the past, it feels like it comes back around to smack you in the face. I feel like you would know if you were, you know, that kind of person before. I feel like that stuff is going to come back around to get you. But I feel like the saving grace here is most of you guys are feminine, you have self-identified as women, and that statistically, you're probably the person who is dealing with this King of Pentacles type energy, somebody who was like maybe very indulgent in the past, somebody who was like all about their money, somebody who, let's look at the King of Pentacles. Because you could also identify with the King of Pentacles and not be the person doing the Five of Swords thing. So let's look at the King of Pentacles here. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Interesting. Hmm. How very strange. If you're dealing with somebody, like if you are a masculine person and you're trying to like build with somebody or offer somebody something like a feminine energy, I don't really feel like this person wants to talk to you right now. I feel like this person wants to look toward the future. I don't feel like he wants to be friends. I don't feel like what it's giving is like I'm not rooting for you. We're not friends. We're not gonna be friends. Um, especially if this masculine person was doing a Five of Swords thing toward her. I don't feel like I feel like maybe she was rooting for you in the past. Maybe y'all were going to be friends in the past, but it feels like the masculine energy here fucked that up. Nine of Swords, and it's like she might be a nightmare to deal with now. If that's not the case, maybe she's always a nightmare to deal with, and you're trying to like fix it with her. If she's the one doing the Five of Swords thing, I feel like I don't know why I'm hearing it's hitting, it's hitting. Um, I would definitely just like reevaluate what's going on here. Like look at it, take a deep breath, and like see what's going on. Judgment card, wait and watch, wait and watch. Like use your intuition here. Really, just use your intuition with this person. Um, I feel like y'all have a fairly strong intuition about what's going on here. But with the Ten of Swords, I really feel like you should just leave Ten of Swords. Just leave this person alone right now. Leave her alone. You may be waiting and watching to offer something. But if you were, like I said before, a jerk to her, or if they were a jerk to you as the feminine energy, just leave her alone. Like, just Ten of Swords. Six of Cups. So yeah, whatever is coming from the past, it really feels like it's coming back around to smack you guys in the face. If you guys were the ones who did something to somebody, there goes the Star card again. I feel like if you are the Star or you were dealing with a Star type personality, definitely something coming back around again, like fresh energies, like opening old wounds. Um, Normally I would say Ten of Swords, you've reached the end. With the Judgment card, it's feeling like just before you reach the end, old wounds open back up again. Um, And your bad behavior, if you're the King of Pentacles, your bad behavior is coming back to smack you in the face again. I feel like it does deal with a Queen of Pentacles person. If you're a cross watcher, it feels like you guys are the ones who took the brunt of this person's like bullshit, and they're gonna have to face the consequences of their actions. This like over the next week, feels like it's gonna start up again. Six of Cups, the Judgment card. It's like things really circling back around again. So I hope you guys are, you know, on the, I don't want to say the right side of it, but like on the side that has better karma, because it really feels like, like I said before, it's karma coming back to bite, like bite hard. So with that being said, take care of yourselves. If you guys need a nap, take a nap, stress nap, cat nap, whatever. We're gonna move on to Taurus. Yeah, and you guys had the angry card, so that definitely tracks. There definitely fits the situation. All right, Taurus, we're actually going to use this deck, and I'm just going to test this one out. This is just words, ideas, songs, things that just came to me when I was like writing them down. And ooh, lovers fell over. I didn't really get a good shuffle though. We'll see if lovers comes out again for Taurus people. that's I'm sorry for the maniacal laughter. That's just not even funny. Okay. Is there anything else with Taurus people? Lovers and health. Snake in the grass. Okay, so I'll just do that and be done. It was so clean when I did this for Aries. And then this deck was just really slippery. So I was like, I'll just this shuffle was slippery. So I just took what was there. So here's coming from my Taurans, Taurians. What is coming from my Taurus people? The next set of days. Hearing don't overindulge. When I check and see what's going on in your houses of love, where your Venus sign is. It's coming for Taurus over the next 7 days. There goes the devil. Queen of Swords. And Ten of Wands. So definitely looking at this health card a little bit differently now. And there goes the Ace of Cups. So a message that I keep hearing over and over again while like looking at Taurus readings is to be mindful of people that you're engaging with romantically and on a sexual level, because it feels like somebody with this energy, snake in the grass energy, it feels like y'all might catch something from somebody if you're not careful. The Queen of Swords in the, I don't know where I picked it up. It might have been in when I was looked like trying to learn how to play, trying to read playing cards. Um, she for some reason gets a bad reputation for being the other woman or being like the third party. Like also being a divorced woman, but that to me is, I mean, I guess in the past it was looked upon poorly or whatever to be divorced, but now it's like commonplace. It's just like I'm getting like burning, but like in the, the crotch area. So if you're with somebody, you haven't gone, beyond just dating them and you're thinking about going beyond, get them tested. Make sure to get your partners tested. Your opposite sign or your sister sign, however you want to say it, is Scorpio. Scorpio rules the sexual organs, the genitalia, and a lot of the time, um, it kind of gets typecasted. The sign kind of gets typecasted as having to do with sexually transmitted diseases because of that. So what I would do is definitely be mindful when it comes to lovers, even if you're not like having relations with anybody. I would definitely be mindful around lovers, period, because people suck sometimes. So we're going to look at the devil. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, have Capricorn placements. You could have air sign, like prominent air sign placements. I'm also getting somebody, like getting 15 calls from somebody. The devil is 15. So this could also be about obsession. This person that you're dealing with or could possibly be dealing with in the future, maybe they're not, you know, they don't have any STDs or STIs. Maybe they don't. Maybe they're just obsessive. Let's look at the devil. 8 of Wands is like something coming quickly, moving quickly. Again, this is a communication card, so I feel like 7 of Swords. I don't like the snake in the grass energy with the 7 of Swords, with the devil. Something here. Be mindful, guys. Like, be very, very mindful. Be very discerning. Use your discernment when it comes to dealing with people because this is coming. It feels like I don't want to say prediction, but it feels like use your intuition. The moon came out in the major, the germ, the general. I'm not sure why I'm like feeling stressed out and very, very like shaky. All of a sudden, I'm having a hard time talking. So like the moon card came out in the general reading. Use your intuition. Be especially careful this week. It feels like when it comes to people. Um, this could also be a legal thing, but also if you are in the spiritual community, the devil in some cards has a candle on his head that's burning. I feel like meditation could bring the answers, but I don't like the 7 of Swords here. It feels like somebody or something like trying to sneak up on you with the devil card here. It's just coming off as toxic obsession, um, imbalance with the justice card on it right now. Normally, justice would be like balance, the scales, things being like, evened out, and could also be karma, judgments coming from a court or something like that. But in this case, it's feeling like imbalance is coming off like this. Like if you might be, especially if you are dealing with somebody who's a bit obsessive, it's coming off as them like getting, when somebody says knock some sense into you, it's like something happens to them and they get like knocked the other way. So be mindful, be careful, just, um, maybe look at what's going on in your house of Libra. A lot of people have their Pluto there, and it could be aspecting. If you have your Pluto in Libra, it is trine the Pluto in Aquarius transit right now. So you might want to just look into that. Why is this Ace of Cups here? Also, with the health card here, I would just go, get it checked up. If you feel something going on, just get it checked out by a professional. Even if you have to get a second opinion, that could work as well. Don't overindulge. I think Easter's coming up soon, so kind of feels like just you might want to don't eat too much, don't drink too much, all that stuff. This is also a card of like having to relax and rest, and it can also be a card of health. Taking a break. If you need to take a nap, take a nap, take care of yourself. This being an ace, not being a 10, also feels like something going from the beginning to the end, but it's like a stressful end. Also, stress could be coming to an end as well. Like on a positive note, looking at this, if you want to look at it as past, present, future, it feels like in the past there was like codependency. Right now, it's like having to stay in your Queen of Swords, logical, like head over heart kind of stuff, and it's like that's stressful. Things that like maybe more stress comes, but the 10 is like an ending. We're gonna look at the 10 here. We're looking at the ace right now, not knowing where to go. It's like 1, 2. Going through a journey here. 1, 2, just looking at the minor cards. 1, 2, 4, 8, 10. There was another 4. This feels like having to use your discernment. Having to use your discernment here. And then there goes the Ace of Wands. It feels like somebody wanted to come in or something wanted to come in. Like, what is trying to come in for you? Judgment also came out before. Eh. And it does feel like some kind of cycle closing. It's like after this cycle closes, don't get caught up. Okay? Like it feels like the cycle closes and you can it's like you're able to start over. You're able to go forward towards something. Okay. Computer was talking. I was trying to make sure it wasn't telling me that it was dying. But it's like you could move. It's like moving from this gray energy to moving toward this energy, but it feels like something or somebody trying to get you up. Don't get caught up. I just keep hearing, don't get caught up. It feels like a blessing could come in with like difficulties. I'm seeing the string, the red portion of the string being also this string right here. Somebody else or something else could also get caught up. Um, if somebody is trying to send something towards you, it feels like that could also be getting caught up. In the Aries reading I was hearing, it's hitting. So if somebody out there is um so first of all, this looks like just being able to end the cycle and start over. So the ace is like an emotional starting over. And now that you know what you don't want, you need to make sure that you use that on your discernment filter. So when people come towards you or things come towards you, if it doesn't feel right, oh my God. I just moved the deck and saw him. Somebody might be trying to come in. Okay. Somebody might be trying to come in, but be mindful because especially if you're out of something, the Queen of Swords can be a divorced person, especially if you just got out of something, and this person might be like looking good, smelling good, trying to make you feel good. Um, just be careful they don't have something. Just be careful they're not trying to, catch you back up again. Um, if you're lonely and this person, I feel like this person is like a predator a little bit. They're I lost him. They're the king of the Knight of Cups. When you're the Queen of Swords, this person feels like they're coming in with and after, but they're doing it sideways. They're not, it feels like they're not right in their spirit. And they're trying to like get at you when you're most vulnerable. Ten of Wands. Let's look at that. And I'm not feeling like if there's a person that's not coming, it's coming off as not having good intentions. And I feel like the advice is to wait and watch. Meditation could bring answers again, from before. Also, with the Hangman we had and the Two of Swords, it feels like something is getting between you and that, and it's like it's not rejection because I feel like this person wants you guys, but it feels like maybe an ancestor interceding or with this putting it back upright. It feels like something that he puts this person's ice. It feels like you guys might have like a strong spiritual team that like works is working working on your behalf in this because they might see this person coming and like stick their foot out and trip them up. Let's look at the one. And this might be going on behind your back, and you know it's like you just missed dangers and didn't even know it. One way that you can like test people and use your I mean not even have to like use your intuition, honestly, is to get them to go get tested. If you're thinking about having sex with them, you go get them tested. You go get tested with them. And if they're like, well, I don't want to do this, I don't want to, whatever, why don't you trust me? What's going on? It really feels like that is a good way to say, okay, well, we're not going to have sex. I'm not interested in this with you because you won't go do something so simple as get like a health checkup, you know? It feels like them already knowing they have something, but not wanting to confirm it with you because if they did that, you would probably not want to be with them, sexually. But there are plenty of people out there who would just take the precautions and just, you know, give people with STDs and STIs a chance because it's not a death sentence. It's not like, some of them are permanent, you know? So it's like this person kind of psychs themselves out before they're coming, like I said before, they're coming in sideways. And um and not even giving you the option to reject them, if that makes sense. Because like I said before, having an STD or an STI is no longer a death sentence. It's something that you can even treat depending on what it is. Um, it's not the same stigma that it used to be. But this person feels like if that is the case for them, this is very specific for like just a group of people. If that is the case for them, it's like they might even have resentment toward themselves and like trying to spread it around because they still have that stigma in their minds, even though it's not like that anymore. Don't get me wrong. Some people still have that in their minds, like for example with the HIV. Um, some of them are like, oh, that's dissonance. I don't, like ignorance, basically. But other people will like, just take your, what do they call it, prep? Just take your prep and everything's gonna be okay. So take what resonates from that really long, drawn out situation and go from there. But we got the Page of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you guys are being watched. Six of Pentacles. The Page. It feels like you are able to just move forward from this Ten of Wands. I feel like you're still going through it, but I feel like with the Ace and the Page, you are able to start moving out of it finally. Um, but I do feel like there's something going on, like behind your backs, blindfold, and with the Devil card here, it definitely feels like just watch your own back. Use your discernment. Take care of yourselves. Make sure that you are getting rest, taking care of your health. A snake in the grass here. I don't like it. Let's do the Queen of Swords real quick, and then we're gonna move to Gemini. Oh no, the snake in the grass card disappeared, and there goes the health card. Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Ace of like what is really going on? Um, some of you may also have a toxic like like it's like having thoughts on repeat. Nobody wants me, nobody wants to if you guys have the STD, nobody wants me, nobody's gonna accept me, nobody's gonna do this, that, and the fourth. It really feels like if that is you guys, you having the opportunity to disprove that to yourself. And that is, like I said before, not everybody. I feel like you would know. Um, and if you don't know, you get checked out. Just, not to say that you're gonna find out that you have anything, but just saying that it's a good idea just to get checked out periodically because you know it could just be like not an STD or an STI, but like something else completely. Like, just watch your blood pressure, watch your sugar, all that stuff. It could be that. But going back to what I'm seeing here, is this devil referring to a mental, like a mindset, or is it referring to another person? Another person. If you're dealing with a fire sign, nine of pentacles. So it really feels like somebody you waved goodbye to. With this specific card, it always looks like she's waving goodbye to something. So it could be somebody from your past that betrayed you. That could be a fire sign that is like coming back around again. Now they say that you're on a different path or like starting over, and it feels like maybe you're in a raw, vulnerable place, and they can see that, and they're trying to get back in because they see you having, you know, like a stormy time. There's darkness in a lot of these cards. There's even darkness or clouds in the background there. I mean, they're seeing you go through a cloudy time, and they're like, let me offer this because they've been carrying a torch for you guys for a long time, and it feels like they're able to kind of take it and run. So it feels like a person that might be obsessed with you guys, that might want to start something with you guys, even with the Ace of Wands. Again, just make sure you check them out. It's like it feels like you're moving toward the sun in the background of this card. The sun on the I want to say Libra, but it's Justice. The sun on the Justice card, and but you're still going through a stressful time. Feels like at least over the next 7 days, and this person like wants to take advantage of the fact that you are maybe in a raw place right now, and I would definitely be mindful of people who like show up feeling too good to be true when you are in a vulnerable place. It's like they can smell it. It's like blood in the water. And then there goes the Six of Pentacles. I don't feel like they're going to give you everything that you deserve. These two cards are connected because on the original card he's got like scales in his hand. So it feels like you need balance within yourself before you let anybody else in. I would definitely take this time to like focus on yourself, focus on your mental health, because this person feels like a snake in the grass, and it could be a feminine energy. It could be um Capricorn, Libra. I'm hearing Taurus. What? Oh, it's an hour. I just freaked out for a second because I saw like a minute and 30 seconds, and I was like, what? But it's an hour, 1 minute and 30 seconds. So we're gonna go next. Gonna go next. Going to go on to the next sign, which is Gemini. I don't know why I'm getting French vibes. Gemini. Je ne sais quoi. Un chat noir. Like that's the only thing I know how to say in French. I'm hearing. I don't. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna butcher this. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? I'm hearing that song. Just that part of that song. What's going on for my Geminis, please? Give me a card or two for my Geminis, please. For the next 7 days. What is coming toward my Geminis over the next 7 days? So, who are you again? Who are you again? That's what it says. But if you were watching the entire reading, Aries was a smooth shuffle, Taurus was a slippery shuffle, and you guys, I feel like it was a smooth shuffle for y'all, and I feel like, you're just gonna, it feels like it might be a smoother than normal week for y'all. Why though? And I am overwhelmed and don't know how I feel. Who are you again? Somebody might come back around again. Um, just to see what's going on. So we're gonna just take three cards here. What's coming for my Geminis over the next 7 days? Okay, that one just fell off entirely too many times for me not to take it. One last time. Once more with feeling. Six of Swords. What did I just do? I need more cards. Because I said that it felt like your week was gonna go better than normal. This is a card of moving out of rough waters toward waters that are less rough, smoother waters, moving into smoother waters. Three of Pentacles. There goes the Six of Wands. Like, I feel like you guys are just gonna be okay this week. Four of Pentacles. Could even save some money. 10 of Pentacles. Might even find another job, you know? You might end up getting something that helps you to. Oh, and there goes the Lovers card. There goes your energy, Gemini. So I feel like for y'all, a bit of smooth sailing. I'm not gonna pull any more cards for this. Um, because I don't want to mess it up. But just looking at what we have, Swords. It feels like whatever difficulties were going on before, um, it feels like things are starting to work out for you. Things are starting to go your way. It's like celebrating little victories. Um, it's a lot of movements. Maybe you're going somewhere. Maybe you're like you might even be moving up in your company and trying to hold on or save money. Maybe you end up being given some finances. It's like whatever you're working on, it's like you're trying to hold on to it. Um, the only thing that I see that might be a bit shaky is the Four of Pentacles when it comes to finances, resources, stability, whatever the case is. But alternatively, the Four of Pentacles is not always like a miserly card. It could just be I'm seeing somebody sitting in the bus stop with all of their stuff, like going back home but getting there successfully. Um, you may be moving away from something long term, and but it works out for you. It really just feels like having a victorious week, like being at the end of the week and being like, okay, everything kind of went my way this week. Everything kind of went my way. I kind of got what I wanted. Things were rough for a while. I feel like moving away from that, especially if it was like a long-term thing that you're moving away from, it's like things just start to work out for you, at least over the 7 days. It kind of feels like, you're you're okay. You may be dealing with somebody who feels like they're overwhelmed and don't know how they feel. Also, you may be finding the reason why things are going your way is because you're detached from what's going on. And your detachment is kind of like protecting you from your feelings. We don't have any cup cards here, but we do have one card with a lot of water on it. So I feel like you guys trying to detach from your feelings, working things out. I really hope this is not a false victory because if you love something long term, you have to feel those feelings, my dear. You have to feel those feelings. Don't wall your feelings in. I'm seeing this wall back here and hold things, um, you know, inside because eventually things will come back around. But ultimately, that's just for some of you guys. Take the rest, Nate, leave the rest. If you didn't leave something long term, it feels like maybe getting another job, getting promoted, that being a victory that helps you move out of being financially unstable, and maybe even you still having to hold on a little bit onto your coins. But just to make sure that you can make ends meet until you move even further forward. But yeah, I like this. For those of you that resonate with the ones that are a little bit, um, difficult, like the difficult emotions, like you're not feeling your emotions, I feel like these messages are for you down here. I am overwhelmed and don't know how I feel. It feels like like treating somebody like, who are you again? But you guys like having feelings about that person, you know exactly who they are, but you're just like trying to hide how you feel. And it's like, why would you do that? Why though? You have to feel your feelings, you have to go through them, or they're going to become like dammed up in your body and become like a, you know, a psychosomatic body thing, like arthritis, flaring up, having back problems, things like that. I would like to know why this I am overwhelmed and don't know how I feel card is here, and then I want to move forward. I don't want to get anything difficult, but I will take whatever comes out. You know, you can be overwhelmed by joy too. You could also be having success at work, but internally having this feeling of like having other stuff go on that makes you feel overwhelmed. Pentacles, are you guys being overwhelmed by opportunities? Not knowing, not knowing if you guys are single, you might not know, like if you're recently single, you may not know what to do with yourself, you know. How do you operate as not being somebody's significant other, basically. Two of Swords. I do feel like somebody, like I saw Psalm 111. Um, just be mindful that you're not feel your feelings, but at least financially, it looks like things kind of going your way. It could also be taking a step back from the Ten Pentacles. I don't want to keep go. I like this is what I'm hearing. I'm gonna like leave it. Take what resonates, okay? Three of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles could be like somebody having this take a step back from that Ten of Pentacles. You may voluntarily take a demotion or have to like pay something um to somebody, and it's like victorious for them, but you feeling like you just got run over. So and maybe being overwhelmed with somebody else being single. But anyway, somebody may else be treating you like, who are you again? But anyway, take what resonates, leave the rest. I am not going to keep pulling cards because this reading is going to get, I feel like it's going to get more difficult for Geminis if I keep pulling cards. I don't want to do that. I'm going to take the surface level for you guys. Um, because ultimately I do feel like you have an opportunity to at least be free on some level. There is like stability there, so again, take what resonates, leave the rest. So we're gonna move on to because after Gemini Cancer, we're going to look at my Cancerians, and I like this deck for Cancer. Now, I don't know why Cancer. We're gonna just look at your next 7 days. I'm gonna try and speed this up because I don't want to be doing this for another hour. What's coming from my Cancers over the next 7 days, please? Last time. It's coming from my Cancerians over the next 7 days. And I pulled cards out of this experimental deck for the rest of the zodiac. I'm going to do the same for you. I'm hearing third house, so you might want to look at your third house in your birth chart just to see what's going on there. Maybe you guys have three houses. You may want to check on your third house, your rental properties. You is smart. You is kind. You is impotent. It feels like a parent talking to a child. Bottom of decks is disgusted. 18 plus activities. Okay. And success, but also disgusted. I'm getting like a kinky vibe, like a BDSM thing going on here. I don't even know if you guys can read my handwriting. Six of Wands, the Fool, and the Three of Wands. It takes a fool. Okay, so I feel like you all are not necessarily looking for love. You may have more than one opportunity out here to kind of get your physical needs met. I'm looking at this. I'm also looking at this. There's like multiple people back there. Somebody out there might be into polyamory or um, dealing with more than one person or having the opportunity to do so over the next 7 days. You may find somebody like propositions you. I feel like somebody like being in a bar and matching up with somebody, taking a leap of faith, and then it turning into something else. Just be careful, if you end up doing that. Those flipped over. Two of Swords, Queen of Cups. We're gonna see if that comes out again. But reversed, it's like being more open, but be mindful with the Queen of Cups reversed that you're not like indulging in risky behavior because you feel in some kind of way. Maybe if you guys ended up getting out of some kind of relationship or like just having difficulty using risky behavior to kind of feel better, just make sure you're not, being unsafe. This disgusted could be feeling disgusted with yourself. Let's look at the Fool here. The dog on this card feels like he was warning this person. But look at his face. Does he look worried? Be mindful of risky behavior is all I've got to say because you are smart, you are kind, you are important, but somebody out there might feel the opposite way of that because of whatever behaviors are going on here. You may be like allowing somebody else, somebody from the past, or like somebody that you wouldn't. It's like what it feels like is getting inebriated and then like doing something that you wouldn't do when you are sober and feeling guilt about it and not realizing that like beating yourself up about it like instead of saying you were smart, you're kind, you're important, like saying the opposite of those things. Why is the Fool here, please? If it's not that, Five of Cups, yeah, so I feel like somebody doing something because they are not in the best headspace and it's like taking a leap of faith toward something they're going to regret later. So just like, take care of yourselves, be mindful, and it might even be like celebrating something positive, but then in the end, cutting that positive thing in half. It's like you're waiting for the other shoe to foot, and then the other shoe to foot, the other foot, the other shoe to fall, and but you become your own other shoe. It feels like self-sabotage. Two of Pentacles, please. Because it looks like these ships come in. Like it feels like you get something that you wanted, but then like while celebrating it, like you feel like you don't deserve it or something, and like you're trying to like self-sabotage. What I'm hearing is a story that I told before where um the Pluto has been in Capricorn for like 15 years. And I've never dated anybody without Pluto being in Capricorn. So I don't know what it's like to not have that pressure on me. So for you, you might want to look and see where Pluto is or was and where it moved to. It feels like some kind of pressure gets released, and you're like, all right, so this pressure is gone. What do I do? How do I live? And the first thing you guys might do is something that might be self-destructive because you're like, okay, but it's gone. It's like a relief, but then it's like, where do I go from here? And like muscle memory is taking you back toward behaviors that are Five of Cups type behaviors. So just be mindful. Remember that you are smart, you are kind, you are important. You is smart, you is kind, you is important. That you may want to, I don't know if you guys like movies like The Help, but The Help was, that's where that quote comes from. Ten of Pentacles feels like I said, getting something that you wanted, but then like not even like some kind of self-destructive behavior follows behind it. This is a card of ships coming in, but you start with the six and went to a three. What happened? Maybe stay at home, instead of going to bars. Maybe don't drink this week. Don't just like reevaluate, you know, those things before you do them because I feel like the faith might not be the best for you. But if you're able to, the word that I'm hearing is mitigate um your self-destructive urge. I feel like you'll be fine. So with that being said, we're going to move on to the next. Cancer goes to Leo. We're going to look at Leo. Leo, 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 Leo. And I like this step for Leo. Coming for my Leos over the next 7 days. Yeah, message for my Leos over the next 7 days, please. I just saw 1, 2, 3 on the timer. It's like going building. It's actually 0, 1, 2, 3. Queen of Cups. Oh, the whole deck is reversed, so that's not amazing. That's just a deck being reversed. Ten of Swords. Okay, so last week, Leos, y'all were having some issues. So those issues from last week might come back and be like in your face. You might want to go watch the reading from last week. If you are kind of far out, that last week was March. Let's say it's the 24th. So this is March 24th. Again, you can get a reading from this whenever, but the reading from yeah, okay, so this is the end. So the reading for this week, um, you might want to go watch it. This is for the week after. All right, so anyway, so just to be clear, it's just like the 25th through. The one that you want is the 24th previous. Okay, so a lot of words, a lot of words. Is that an L? No, that's an F. The word fuck. That's blank. Should probably take it out. That one's also blank. No, I don't want to take it out because I want it to be there so that I can write on it later. I don't have to go like look for it. Okay, so that these two are out together. That one is blank. I'm not even gonna worry about it. This is failure. This one is snake in the grass, but it was kind of reversed. I'm not really gonna read it reversed, but what I was kind of hearing when I was holding it as it was reversed was you might have been the snake in the grass for somebody else. If that's not the case, it might have been in the grass for yourself. It's like, again, if you have like a lot of Cancer placements, might want to go watch the Cancer reading because it was like self-sabotage, basically. And this, and this, and this, and this, these all like go together so well. Fuck failure. That could also be a message for somebody to keep going, to keep working, to start back at number one if you need to, because it says fuck failure. And then it says snake in the grass. So if you're not resonating with like being a snake in the grass for somebody or being that for yourself, like self-sabotage, you guys may have that somebody hanging around you that is a snake in the grass type of person. But just a message, fuck failure. Fuck it. So anyway, we're going to go and look at the Ten of Swords. This could be something that happened at work. I think last week we were talking about drinking being a problem or intoxications or intoxicants. She has the cup. To me, it feels like she's considering putting it down, but the way she's looking at it kind of feels like being addicted. And with the Ten of Swords, I feel like it's a good time if you are addicted or just it could just be a behavior, or having like a mental state. It's a good time to kind of try and start over. And if you need assistance, professional assistance, definitely go seek it. I am seeing these dark shadows in the back. I have never focused on these trees or whatever they are down there. Um, it feels like somebody out there, if they are like in the spiritual realm or working with like um esoteric things, occult things, it kind of feels like somebody not knowing how to protect themselves because they are a child in whatever their spirituality is. It could also be that whoever you guys are coming for, if you are a spiritual person and you don't resonate with being a child in your occult or esoteric spirituality, it feels like them being a child and not knowing fully how to protect themselves from whatever work you're throwing toward them. So, I mean, snake in the grass. There might be times where you need to be that way. I'm not judging. There are places, times and places for every kind of working there is. Ten of Swords, please. That song, Queen of Mean. I don't know who sings it. I think it's a Disney song. Queen of Mean. And the other one is, um, where she's a straight up villain. Those are the lyrics. She's a straight up villain. I feel like y'all are dealing with that, or y'all are being that towards somebody. I think I just caught a glimpse of the sun. Yep, that is Leo energy down there. So, and with the Queen of Wands, y'all are coming out in your energy, kind of, sort of. Three of Cups. So social media could be something that you might see something on social media that hurts your feelings, or maybe somebody's gossiping about you guys, and it's like, fuck, why did I tell that person that? Um, or whatever the case is. Let's look at the Page of Swords. It's the Page of Swords is coming off as a message that kind of hurts and might put you like in a defensive mode. Maybe you feel like people are talking about you or somebody actually is talking about you. This could be gossip, and it's feeling like fake friends. There's a song title, "Champagne for My Real Friends." Real pain for my sham friends. That is a Fall Out Boy song. Look at the Page of Swords, please. Ace of Swords, definitely feeling um like a lot of words, a lot of gossip, a lot of like maybe even papers. You maybe receive a message through social media that somebody has gone on to the other side. That's not for everybody. Um, watch your snail mail, watch your email. There goes the Empress. I feel like if you are the Empress, somebody is really trying to like get under your skin and stuff. And they may actually hurt your feelings with the Queen of Cups here. You might be, in your feelings because of that, especially if you have a Cancer Mercury or other Cancer placements. Two of Cups flipped over could be dealing with relationships, like just maybe fighting with your significant other. Like it really feels like words. What do they say? Sticks and stones. Sticks and stones. That's a lie. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words would never hurt me. How many people have taken themselves out, like deleted themselves, because somebody said something to them? Maybe not even once, like multiple times, even. And that got under their skin, and they took themselves out. You know what I mean? Like sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's a fucking lie. It's not true. You have no idea how many words have taken people out, or how many people words have taken out. Three of Pentacles. I also see she's turned her back to this. You may find that somebody, like on a mundane level, might try and bring gossip to you, especially over social media. And you're like, you know what? I'm good. I'm going to focus on my cup. I'm going to focus on my coins with the Eight of Pentacles down here. I don't want to get in the middle of it. And you turning your back on that feels like it could be a blessing. Somebody out there might have an affinity with Yemoya. Six of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Nine of Cups. King of Cups, Two of Cups, the Empress all came out. So it definitely feels like you guys dealing with relationship things. Um, you could be a parent and have water sign babies, or you could be dealing with a water sign masculine person, and maybe just this person just it's like ugh. And you're like maybe even like coming back at them in a petty way. So for y'all, it really feels like, you know, let's look at this failure card, and I think I will go on. Failure. Let's just clarify this. Give me a card for this. What's going on with the fuck failure snake in the grass situation? It also feels like, damn, I lost it. Six of Swords. Okay. So with her back being turned, it feels like being able to move on, like not even be affected by this much. I feel like y'all are dealing with sassy men with the Moon and the King of Pentacles. And it feels like, you know what? This person reveals themselves by the way that they talk. That can help you, especially if it's at work, or in a place where you make money. It feels like you just like want to turn your back on it, move away from it. This person I feel like reveals themselves. They could be a Taurus. They came out as a water sign as well. So it could be more than one person, as like more than one masculine person who's like just going back and forth, and you're just kind of like trying to mind your business, honestly. So yeah, the advice that I see here is like turn your back on any gossip. Be discerning in who you talk to, what you tell them. Um, could be having like I'm getting like strong Cancer vibes that you're dealing with here, Leo, and it's like turn your back. It feels like it'll just run off your back like water off a duck's back, as Jinx Monsoon says. And if you feel like there was a failure, it's like advice to get back up and try again, learn from your mistakes, and move forward. So with that being said, guys, thank you guys for watching. Maybe go look at the other week reading from last week, and that might like give you more information because it looks like y'all have been having like a little bit of a hard time. We're gonna move on to Cancer, Virgo. Every time I do reading for Virgo, I always think of all of the Virgos. Most of them are men. I think I only know one Virgo woman, and I like Virgo energy, but they always feel a bit frantic, a bit scattered. For some reason, they always seem to have stomach problems. Uh, I always like to tell the story of this one that I know. I'm not gonna say his real name, but he had his nickname is Snowman. He used to drive a like it was like a tie-dye colored like bug or something, and he used to wear tie-dye colors all the time, and he was just, you know, I hung out at his house one time and he cut my steak for me. So that's the kind of energy that I get from Virgos. And I was just talking about Virgos seeming to always have like stomach problems and like anxiety and stuff. This is a card that says is health. I'm just trying this deck out. We're gonna see, how it works in the next few readings. Confused. Spell out. Let's see. I'm gonna take that one. I did good shuffle. But anyway, we want to know you can't win. You can't win Michael Jackson. What is coming from my Virgos over the next 7 days? Last time. That one flipped over. Money issues. Okay. So, acquaintance. One more. One more. Snake in the grass. I don't know what y'all got going on, but snake in the grass has come out for several zodiac signs. So you may find yourself confused because somebody is a snake in the grass, having money issues. That right there is a message on its own. But what do I like for Virgo? Virgo seems pretty practical. Um, but that song from The Wiz, you can't win, child. You can't break even and you can't get out of the game. It feels like capitalism for real. Like the worst kind of capitalism. What is coming for my Virgos over the next 7 days? You know what? That does not say money issues. That says mommy issues. Mommy. But also, I feel like what I saw was what I saw. Money issues. Both. Both. Ten of Cups. Ugh, Tower card. The Fool. It takes a fool. What did it say? To learn that love don't love nobody. The Magician. What the fuck y'all got going on, Virgo? What in the fuck do you have going on? Let's look at the Tower card first. Because it's like 10, Tower, start over, and start moving forward. Like, what are you doing? That song from The Wiz to me was about impossible choices. Like, what do you do when you can't win, you can't break even, and you can't get out of this game? You still have to keep playing the game that you cannot win, that you cannot get ahead in. Like what it feels like the rat race, like capitalism, rat race. It feels like spinning your tires. But my stepdad used to say, kick rocks, but you can't kick them because you can't even pick your foot up for the, oh, nope, the tar card, please. With the full card after the tower card, look at his face. He looks relieved to me. It feels like something's been weighing on you for a long time, and then it all comes to a head. It might, some kind of confusion. You might get reeked, not like, like actually the Reaper coming to get you, but you might get like a warn notice, lover's card, bottom of the deck. There goes three of wands. There goes the cherry card. So it feels like whatever this is, it's a blessing in disguise, to be honest. It feels like you might even like thought your way here. Like this, if it's a job, it feels like a job or a relationship to me. And it's like, you get to the end of it. Um, it for a little while might feel like things are going to be okay, but it's just the same cycle with this infinity above the magician's head. It feels like it was a cycle. You may have like manifested this in your reality because you're like, I just can't do this anymore. I just can't do this anymore. I had a moment like that in 2020 where I was just like sitting there at my altar and I just started crying. I was like, I cannot do this relationship anymore. I cannot. This is what I'm getting. I promise it'll make sense. I cannot do this anymore. I cannot. I just, I guess my ancestors was like, okay, baby, I got you. So because after that, the person that I was with lost his mind, punched a hole in the wall while he was intoxicated, and we're not together anymore. So it really feels like, and it was a cycle. It was always just like, same stuff, different day. And it feels like that kind of thing happens here, where you might call out to whoever you serve, whatever God you serve, whatever entities that are around you, whatever ancestors that are listening. And you're like, I fucking hate this job. I wish I could find another one. You know? And it's like somehow, some way, those ships come in. Three of Wands can be a card of ships coming in. The Chariot card can be a card of getting the fuck out of Dodge, like right now. Like you're gone. Like you out of there. So, and starting over, it looks like a fairly big um week for you guys because Tower card can be very, it's always necessary but unpleasant. And it feels like, you know, it comes down, it feels a little traumatic, honestly. Um, but it also comes with relief. It feels like relief. For some reason, I'm hearing somebody, um, it's like an old, like misogynistic thing. And I hate that I'm hearing it right now. But it's like, she got your balls on a jar on her mantle. It's like you get them back. It's like if this is a relationship coming to an end, you get them back, and the way that she would be able to identify this, and the reason why I'm seeing is because he looks like he's got balls on a stick. But the reason why I feel like it's a positive thing ultimately is because he looks relieved. The fool looks relieved. Um, and I feel like you'd be able to identify this because it's been a long time coming. You already knew that it was something that was like putting pressure on you the wrong way, and it definitely feels like just ugh. For a little bit of time, it was the situation was giving you some kind of emotional gratification. Maybe it was like a paycheck that you were getting, or it was fulfilling some need for you, and now it's getting swept out. Like I'm seeing a broom like sweeping it out, like a cosmic broom just sweeping wherever it is out. It ends like permanently, and like it really feels like you're gonna be okay because you got the Chariot card here with the Three of Wands and the Fool card. You can just like move forward quickly. You may have even had a plan. I know a lot of Virgos can be planners. Um, But yeah, I definitely want to look at the Magician real quick. I just want one card for the Magician, please. You may have been dealing with somebody who has mommy issues, who is ultimately a snake in the grass. Um, you're going to be leaving a job because there's too many snakes in the grass there, and they may have cried, especially if their mother works at that place that you worked at. They may have cried to the mother, get rid of you, or confused her with their words, or whatever the case is. I'm hearing that confusion can be protection, even because rejection can be protection, confusion can be too in some instances. So I just feel like it's a monetary thing. You may have manifested yourself to be single. You may have manifested some singleness, and you may end up with like a severance package, or your last check is more than you thought it was going to be, or something. But it feels like whatever this is, you can't win with it. So it has to go. It could also be like healing, like having a breakdown, blowout fight with your mother, and like you setting boundaries with this person, and it ends up somebody may also go no contact with a with parent as well. Um, but it's a relief because it's the toxic cycle that has to go. So for you guys, I feel like um it's gonna be a little bit difficult. It could even be an actual storm that you get caught in, especially if you're on a boat. But if the boat was yours and the boat gets capsized or destroyed or whatever, it feels like you survive, and like you might get the insurance money. But anyway, be mindful of the people that you keep company with. Be mindful of the people at work; they're not your friends. Be mindful of people who have mommy issues. Somebody who is a double talking person who likes to confuse. Be mindful of micromanagers. Go listen to that song. If you can't win, you can't win, child. You can't break even and you can't get out of the game. All right, so what comes after Virgo? It is Libra. Well, now Libras and Taurus peoples, I like to use this deck because it's the prettiest one that I have. And you guys are Venus rolled. It would probably help you to see where your ruler is in your chart and what is going on with transiting Venus, because, like I said, Libra is ruled by Venus. Just in general, to see what's going on for you. You may also benefit from looking at the moon. Um, in your chart, especially the the moon for this month, this upcoming lunar eclipse. To see what's going on there. Do you want to know what's coming for Libras over the next 7 days, please? It's coming for Libras over the next 7 days. You can't win, child. You can't break even and you can't get out of the game. Hello. See, good job.
Kind of thought mine would look like that.
You want your hair to braid with that?
Yeah.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah.
See.
Awesome.
All right, so I am recording. Hopefully, I'll be done soon. Okay? If you sit there, just don't make a lot of noise, please. Well, I'm done. How is your shit? Don't shake that.
What?
It's spicy water. Don't, Riley. It's club soda. You're shaking the carbonation out. Stop it.
It's satisfying.
Oh my god. Highest coming for Libras over the next 7 days, please. Thank you. Close the door. Thank you. Sorry about that. Just the Libras over the next 7 days, please. It's in the cabinet, I think. Okay, so this one bent twice. Check your smoke detectors. Take care of of the little important details. You probably can't really read that very well. Check your smoke detectors. Mommy issues came out in the last deck as well. I am overwhelmed and don't know how to feel. And God damn it. God damn it. Okay, so what y'all got going on over here? I think I have 4 cards for the last one. Do I need another? No. All right, so you got everything's reversed. I think they're all reversed. Yeah. 9 of Cups. You got the King of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles and the Death card. So whatever small details you guys may have going on, I would definitely check that out, especially if you have that beep in the background that goes off every, I don't know, it's like 10 minutes or something. That is, just take care of that, especially when it comes to your car, your smoke detector, your CO2. Is that CO2? Carbon monoxide um, detector. Just make sure you've got fresh batteries in there and things of that nature. Like, I'm not predicting any kind of fire or anything. Just make sure that all of your small details around your house are taken care of to prevent anything. But anyway, you have mommy issues, which I feel like is connected to this King of Pentacles. When I come out, I'll get it for you, okay? Especially if this person is like a very fun, big personality to be around. I'm seeing this person that I used to hang out with. It was like when we would go out, he would always bring his mom. His mom was always at home with him, like she lived with him. And I appreciate somebody who loves their mother, but it really felt like all the time. There was never like any time for us to hang out as friends. It was always me, him, his mom, sometimes his child, and it was just always, a mama's boy type of thing. Nice. There's enough pentacles here for Libras. Lovers. The person that I was talking about was a Gemini. It was a triple Gemini. The lovers can be a card of Gemini. You may have to have a conversation with somebody, but it feels like they don't want to hear it. What you say to them might overwhelm them. Dealing with this person might overwhelm you. Also be a boss. First time. 7 of Cups. This can be a card of being overwhelmed. It's like a lot of things going on and you not knowing where or what to do. I just saw 555. And this may be something caused by you guys not doing something in the past, like avoiding things, not doing the little details, and ending up being overwhelmed by all of them at the same time. Especially with the Nine of Cups, if you've been like, just, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. I'll have that conversation later. I will, do this, that, and the fourth later. And then later never comes until it smacks you upside the head because you can't say later anymore. All of this stuff needs to be taken care of now. You may also find benefit in talking with your mother, if you need to have a conversation with your mom that you haven't been having, it's probably a good time to go ahead and do that. Especially if it's about boundaries. If there are decisions that you've been just avoiding making, like holding back from making, it feels like those things are coming back around again for you to just deal with it. Um, it definitely feels like a conversation needs to be had, but it hasn't been had yet. If you gave somebody the ultimatum to talk to their mother so that, you guys can have a more comfortable thing, it feels like they might not do it. And now you're looking at your options. You're like, all right, so this is not going where I want it to go or where I need it to go for this to be successful. Therefore, I need to have a hard conversation with this person, look at my options, and move on. Seven of Wands, yes, somebody might put their foot down and it causes an ending or a transformation. So, and if you are just now putting your foot down with something, they might be bewildered and overwhelmed with you becoming or changing or moving forward. Um, I feel like you guys might be the ones who are easily like you allow people to walk over you, or you may allow people to take advantage of you. Like the Libras that I know, they're very like they don't want to be mean to people. They don't want to say words that might cause people to be mad at them. They don't. They just like to um go along to get along, and I feel like this week that might overwhelm you guys, or you might decide to put your foot down with somebody, and this person is just like um bewildered by it. They're like surprised. They may not take it well necessarily. And you may have inherited this from your mother. So what I'm getting here is just for you guys to take care of the little details that maybe you've been missing for a while. Brace yourself because people are not going to like it if you're going to put your foot down after years or months or whatever of you not putting your foot down. So, yeah, just hope that made some sense for you guys. Hope it resonated. Definitely. I feel like if people are not going to respect your boundaries, I feel like you would have to leave them. Leave them behind. It's a Ten of Swords. I feel like somebody is just going to feel betrayed by this. But it's because they're not going to get what they want anymore. And it feels like this person may be having a lot of doors slammed in their face over the, or have had that over the last month. And they're just like, not you too, but anyway. Thank you for watching, Libra. We're going to go to Scorpio. I wish I had a darker deck for Scorpio. Going for Scorpios over the next 7 days. Going for Scorpios over the next 7 days. What is coming for Scorpios over the next 7 days? Did I pull cards from this deck for my Scorpios? Did it for everybody else. So here we go, Scorpio. What's coming for you the next 7 days? What is a message for Scorpio over the next 7 days? Check your smoke detectors. Take care of the little details that the little yet important details. If you have a lot of Libra placements, that might be relevant for you to go watch the Libra reading. Okay, obviously that one just wants to come out. Too many of these. All right, so what you got is check your smoke detectors. Take care of the little details over the that you haven't been taken care of. Who are you again? Who are you again? I think Gemini also got that. Bottom of the deck, Beautiful Things by Benson Boone. And Delusional. I had three. I want three here. Acquaintance as well. So you may find benefit in going to watch Beautiful Things, the video, um, lyrics. You have Three of Pentacles. Yeah. The Lover's card. And Page of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Libra also had Seven of Cups there. If you are drawn to another zodiac sign to watch it, don't be afraid to do that. Delusional. Planets, delusional. Who were you again? So that actually makes some sense. Um, First thing I'm getting, honestly, is let's look at the Lover's card first. Don't post anything on social media that you don't want, somebody who might be obsessed with you to see. Don't post your job, where you work, or, your phone number, or even your secondary phone number. Even Cash App. There are ways that you can look at the Cash App number and see who owns the account. It's for a dog barking. Yeah, Pentacles likes to come out. The Queen of Pentacles came out a lot in the other zodiac readings that I did, uh, like a week or two ago. I'm seeing this mask down here. Feels like you got somebody who may have been an acquaintance to you that you don't know very well, who is like attached to you. They're observing you. They're interested in you. They want to know like what you got going on. Somebody carrying a torch for you guys. They might see you as the Empress. But I also feel like this person may be wearing a mask. They may be having like going through a delusional um period in their time. Period in their time. A time period where like mentally they've got some stuff going on. They could be younger and just have that puppy love thing that feels like it's turning into an obsession. And it's like you don't know them very well, or you may have been kind to them. You may feel like, oh, this person's not a danger to you, and they may very well not be. But I would tell anybody just to be mindful. Don't be too open with people these days. People are getting crazier and crazier. Three of Pentacles. Could even be somebody you work with. Three of Wands keeps coming out. You're at a distance from this person, but this person sees you as like the perfect choice, the perfect lover, and this person may not just focus on you, they may focus on more than one person. And I feel like if you know who it is, just mind your P's and Q's around them because they might end up like showing up at your house or showing up at your if they're not working with you, showing up at your job. Seeing somebody in their neighborhood, like in their house with their windows open, and I feel like this is a soul lesson for this person, but for this Page of Pentacles person, I feel like you guys like sitting in your window, like minding your business, or sitting on your balcony or whatever, and like somebody's watching you guys sit there. If you don't already have cameras, I would get them. I would just be, mindful of just personal safety. To be watching lives through crime, 7 days. Star card. Um, I feel like somebody sees you as a good choice. They see you as a star. They see you secretly, like they're like watching you guys. I don't like that the Seven of Swords is there with the card that can indicate a house. I feel like they see you as the Empress. Um, and they like secretly want to be your emperor. I would just be very mindful. I feel like there's a younger person that sees you as like their perfect thing, but I don't think this person feels delusional. They feel like they have other issues and they're just so focused on you that like you're the main person they focus on. I feel like they do it to other people as well. Like, this person might have a very lonely life and they may experience limerence a lot. See how well that works for us. My lighting has been like really weird, but anyway, um, yeah, so I feel like Scorpios attract like stalkers sometimes. Even people with in their birth chart they could have Scorpio aspecting their Venus, Scorpio aspecting their Sun, like and it's like those people tend to attract this kind of energy. Um, this person may have just gotten out of an institution and they may not be physically a child. They maybe like only have the capacity of a child, mentally, emotionally, whatever the case is, and you may find this person to be harmless, but just, be mindful of them, mindful of your personal safety. Don't, don't just say, oh, this person is harmless, therefore I'm not going to protect myself. Just don't do that ever. Don't ever do that at any time. But yeah, I don't even feel like you know this person very well with the "Who are you again" card. But anyway, uh, beautiful things, Benson Bone might be something there for you guys, and this could also be somebody from your past that's still holding on to you. So thank you Scorpios for watching. Next is Sagittarius, and I think I'm just going to use this deck for Sagittarius. You guys may have Aquarius placements. I am hearing Aquarius. You may have a fish tank in your home, your office. Maybe not. Maybe just like a one bowl a little bowl for a goldfish. You may also feel like you're a big fish in a little pond, or a little fish in a big pond. Just take whatever resonates with the rest. Sagittarius. What's going to be my Sagittarius over the next 7 days? Okay, Sagittarius, you've got Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. Okay. King of Cups. Knight of Cups. And we're going to get some messages from this experimental deck that I've been working on. I just got to 11. It's blank. Wine, beer, and other intoxicants. That's two cards together. Beautiful things. Benson Boone. Thank you. Next. I forget who actually sings that song, but I just have the quote. Thank you. Next. And that might be why this King of Cups looks so grumpy. And why, though? Bottom of the deck is poor impulse control. This King of Cups always gives me like King Baby vibes because he's pouring his cup out and he looks grumpy, and he just gives me those vibes, especially with two swords here and the two of pentacles. Somebody may have been juggling, may have blocked somebody who was juggling, and now they're like throwing a temper tantrum because, oh my God, how dare you value yourself more than, you know, I was valuing you. Two of Pentacles has 10 of Pentacles, keeps coming out with the Two of Pentacles. You may have been juggling with somebody's job. Like people may, like a lot of people are probably definitely dealing with, financial things going on. They may have been messing with your money. This one wanted to come out too. I feel like you guys may have given this person a lot of chances. Took like I'm hearing. I didn't want to say took care of them, but what wanted to come out was took care of them. And I'm seeing on this card there are scales against the wall. So I really feel like y'all might be dealing with. It could be a brother, a father. It could be a romantic interest with this here. I feel like you're tired of this person. I feel like you just want to block this person. You want to move away from this person, and they're not ready to do that. They're not ready to allow that to happen. Why is the Two of Swords here? I feel like y'all made a decision to stop, you know, dealing with somebody, and they don't want it. And it might be because they have poor impulse control. They could also be like sugar for y'all, where when you're around them, you have poor impulse control, especially when it comes to drinking with them, doing intoxicants with them. It feels like they might even use that to like get you more loose so that you do things with them. Two of Swords, please. Queen of Cups. So it could be the masculine that blocked the feminine energy, but I really feel like most I'm talking to feminine people because of my analytics, y'all are most of y'all are women. Um, Over the next 7 days, it feels like dealing with this person, but looking at her, she looks like she's trying to mind her business, honestly, and it looks like he's not happy about it. You may be even just blocking off your energy from someone who is so used to you like babying them, and now they have to deal with it themselves. And they're like, oh my God, why though? Why though? I really feel like you're like, thank you, next, and they're like, please don't take the beautiful things that I have. Like she was so good to me, and now I have to just deal with myself, and I don't want to do that. This person feels like a black. They feel like a black hole. I think that's where I keep getting a problem. So where I just shot it wrong. But anyway, King of Cups. Please stay. I want you. I need you. Oh God. That's the part that I'm hearing. So this person throwing a tantrum. And even if it's not romantic and it's at work, a second job, and you're like, look, I don't need this second job anymore. I feel like the boss is weird. I feel like he's a weirdo. And that might be why you're leaving. And he's like, please don't do that. Whatever, whatever. And you're just like, look, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm leaving. So, goodbye. But it feels like a more intimate connection there because there's a fish down here that's like at the corner of her throne. And there's a fish down here at the corner of his throne, but it's swimming away. So I feel like you were somebody's blessing and you got away and they're not happy about it. Um, Even if it was just like a brother, sister, cousin, mother, whatever, you decided to leave, and they are definitely not happy about that. Yeah, King of Wands. I'm just hearing that part. Please stay. Saying this, sweet talking. I want you. I need you. Oh God, don't take these beautiful things that I've got. And it really feels like this person had enough time, you know, and they're just, oh man, they're just. Will you take the salamander? If I give you the salamander, will you come back? No. If I cut you out, will you come back? No. Those fell off the bottom. Especially if you were married or dealing with a married person, just definitely, I feel like this person, there was the Empress, the King of Swords, I think it's just by itself, and the Death card. Yeah, look at how he's looking at her. I feel like you've got somebody looking at you like that, and you're just like, no, I'm good. Like, I am so good. I've, I feel like you cut yourself free. Your shifts are coming in. Things are changing for you in your favor. And they're just not, they're stressed out about it. Cycle's closing. I would definitely just leave this person behind. Poor impulse control. I feel like it's them. But if it was you, maybe this person's like candy to you. You know that they're not good for you, but you just can't stop eating it, so you just decide to disconnect altogether. I feel like you could also be the masculine who like blocked. This is the take it resonates, flip it how I want to flip it. But yeah, it definitely feels like the poor impulse control cards for him. You're like, thank you next, but he's like singing this beautiful thing song, and I feel like beer, wine, or other intoxicants may have caused whatever caused you to block them or withdraw your energy from them or whatever the case may be, especially if it was related to a job, a marriage, or an institution. I feel like you're going to get some good news through a job, institution, whatever the case is. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, rate, comment. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye for now. Okay, we're going to Capricorn, and then we're going to do Aquarius, and then we're going to do Pisces, and then we shall be gone. So Capricorn, we want to know what? This is not bad advice. It's actually pretty good advice. Check your smoke detectors. Take care of the little yet important details. Okay? If it comes out again, I'll just keep it, but that's good advice for anybody. And that card, I wrote it because it feels like a lot of people will let their smoke detector make that beeping sound. And that's just a little detail that could save somebody's life. Um, and it can apply to anything. Check your oil, check your fuel filter, check your fluids in your car, like the small details. Don't let them slide by you. So can you get some messages for Capricorn over the next 7 days, please? Sun, Mars, and Venus, whatever. Wine, beer, and other intoxicants fell out. That came out in the Sagittarius reading as well. If you have placements there or are drawn to, can we not? Please, can we not? Can we not? God. Okay. Mm. Delusional fell on the floor. And it came out with, I want to see you win. Now, I want to start over. Please. Clean, shuffle. I want to get a good shuffle. All right, here we go. What is coming from my Capricorns over the next 7 days? Just don't want to behave, do you? That one just wants to come out. Wine, beer, and other intoxicants. All right, guys, that was a little bit cleaner than last time. Mommy issues keeps coming back out. Um, mommy issues. Delusional just wanted to come out. And shock, awe, surprised. I'm gonna have to fix that one from shock, awe, and surprised to shocked, awed, and surprised. But anyway, you also got you is smart, you is kind, you is impotent. Somebody else got that. I'm not sure which zodiac sign got that, but another one did get that one. This one. I'll use this one. So what's coming from my Capricorns over the next 7 days? What is coming from the Capricorns? Do that one, 7 days. Hit not, please. Find yourself being called like a smarty pants or a know-it-all over the next 7 days. Because what I'm seeing is Melissa from Big Mouth, where she was in class. They were doing the show for Planned Parenthood and like birth control and stuff like that. And she asked some kind of question, and her hormone monster was like, "Can we not do this today, Melissa?" Or Missy. She's her nickname is Missy. Her name is Melissa. So you may be called a know-it-all or smarty pants over the next 7 days. What is coming from a Capricorn for the next 7 days, please? Especially if you guys are the ones who have that Sagittarius Mercury. Your Capricorn, Sagittarius is behind you. The next one after you is Aquarius. Either you have an Aquarius, a Capricorn, or a Sagittarius Mercury. Mercury does not go very far from the sun um, in your birth chart. What is coming for Capricorns? Oh, my candle went out. Oh no. We've got Six of Cups. No, my candle only really goes out. The Emperor, um, when Nine of Cups. When I've been doing this for like 3 hours. I've been doing this for about 3 hours. Oh my God. All right, so there goes the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords in this deck has a miniature tower in the back. So maybe something you're watching a tower burn. Like I'm hearing that quote from The Dark Knight. Some men just want to watch the world burn. It really feels like y'all are just like you throw your hands up and you're like, fuck it, just let it come down. I don't care. So what is the Knight of Swords? Here for Knight of Swords to me can also be an irrational energy on the original Waite row deck like card. Um the knight is like flying around and he's like going too fast, too hard, riding the horse too hard, and it's kind of like um just irrational energy. I'm also hearing a California accent like the one Snoop Dogg has. So, the moon, something is not what it seems. Give me a card for the moon. Why is the moon here? This came out in the general as well, so it could be about intuition. There was the full starting over, moving forward, but there's something about um it's not cut and dry. It's not like clean. Something about it is not. It's like giving cloak and dagger. Something about it is not what it seems. Somebody may else be watching your tower come down. Somebody's gonna be watching you like move forward. Especially if you just had to leave something behind and start over. Let's look at the Emperor, please. The Emperor to me can be an Aries or a Taurus. Um, this person could also have German roots or have like a German vibe. They could be from Germany. This could also be the country of Germany. I'm just seeing this eagle down here. It just reminds me of some of the emblems that are popular in German culture. Nine of Swords. Are you somebody's worst nightmare? I don't remember who it was, but I was like, I think it was Capricorns. I don't remember though. And the quarterly readings, where I was like, you might have to be the fear that gets struck in somebody's heart. There's the Ace of Swords at the bottom. There goes the Tower. Okay. Somebody is like, this person could be secretly breaking down. This could be an older man that you were dealing with or have dealt with the Tower on that card. And this card it feels like whatever it is, um, has already come to an end or is in the process of coming to an end. And it's like like deep down, this person is like troubled by something that happened in the past. Oh, why? Don't do that. This person may be shocked, awed, and totally and completely surprised that you. Hold on. Let's look at the Six of Cups first. I'm hearing I didn't think you would do it. I didn't think you would go through with it. I didn't think. It's really coming off as the Six of Cups being like reminiscing, nostalgia, instead of the other meanings of the card. Eight of Swords. It really feels like somebody around you made their bed and has to lie in it now. And they're like, you know, anxious, afraid, devastated, like, but this is all like a secret with the moon and the Seven of Swords. They're like, I feel like y'all are watching the tower come down and they are in it. They're inside of it. I feel like you're outside of it. They're inside of it. If you like left something with this person, I feel like they have it. They've got like it wrapped around them. It could even be your memory with the Six of Cups, where it's like they wrap themselves in the good memories, but then they have to remember that whatever it is over with the towers here. King, these two keep coming out. The king and the kings, one of pentacles, one of cups. And there goes the world. Something came to an end. I'm here like I guess you got what you wanted. It really feels this is the emperor is the king baby version of the emperor, you know. You may be just watching this person crack up over the next 7 days. Um, I don't have feminine energy here except on the lover's card, but it feels like somebody reflecting upon their past choices. What I'm hearing is you're getting a like you're getting a fly on the wall version of somebody's like mind right now. And I've never seen that. I've never gotten that before. Like I feel like you is the reading is for you, Capricorn, but you're getting like a cross watching into someone that you're dealing with, like you're getting the like a view into their mind. It's like they're looking toward the past, something that they wanted. I feel like they wanted something. They got it successfully, but they made this choice regarding money and their emotions. Just the emperor can be these kings here. Um, but now he has to, it's like he made his bed and now he has to lie in it. He's like stuck in this energy, and I feel like your energy is down here, where you're on the outside of the tower watching it come down. This person, you may even dream about this person and dream about the things you're going through because they're devastated. Um, I feel like you left, you started over, and that feels like your stuff. But this person has all of this here, where it feels like with Tower, the Ace of Rods. in the Eight of Swords, it feels like in the Lovers, they made a choice. And now they have to deal with the consequences and they're devastated. It's like, I feel like they thought you might come save them. I'm hearing Captain Save-A-Ho and the Empress, the whole, it's like, they may have made a choice when they were in their cups with all of these cups back here. And this person to me always looks drunk because just look at his face. It's so red. It's so red. Um, and it really feels like a spark. Like it just went off like that. And they're just, let's look at the shock, awe, and I want like this stuff, delusional. And with the wine, beer, and other intoxicants, it feels like maybe this person confesses something to you when they're drunk. You might overhear something when they're drunk. Judgment. Yeah, so I do feel like with the Four of Wands and the Six of Pentacles, if this person invites you over and y'all have drinks together, it feels like they just give you information. They start volunteering information. I feel like they're just shocked, awed, and surprised that you would ever like, not come save them or not take care of them or that you changed or something. It's like, with the Six of Cups, it's like something coming back. It's like this person cycles through this um often. If there was some kind of judgment, I feel like they are surprised by it. I feel like their delusion might get shattered, honestly. And this person might have an issue with wine, beer, and other intoxicants. You may also have to deal with this person as they go through this over the next 7 days, like their support system. And you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be your support system. I don't want you to come and, cry on my shoulder because I've got other stuff to do. And I could read all day. You got 0, 21. This is like, it feels like y'all closed the cycle on this, but this person is stuck in the story as the Emperor, Nine of Swords, Tower card, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords. It's like this person tried to have their cake and eat it, but still have the cake in the hand. Like you can't do that, you know? So yeah, Capricorns. I feel like your quarterly reading is still very relevant. Like I feel like you guys are moving forward. You guys are, you know, you have the positive. Y'all's reading was so positive. I feel like you still have that. That's still you. But y'all came up as the Empress in your reading. I feel like this is the Emperor, and you're getting a bird's eye view. Like you're getting like to be a fly on the wall. To see this person is cracking up. This person is cracking up. I feel like whatever delusions they like wrap themselves in, no. Especially if the situation had to do with wine, beer, intoxicants. This person might actually get a DUI. So yeah, but remember, you was smart, you was kind, and you was important. I feel like this person didn't realize that. They didn't realize how smart you were. They didn't realize how kind you can be, and they lost that kindness. And they didn't realize that you actually are an important person. So that being said, we're gonna go on to Aquarius. I think I'll just use this deck as well for Aquarius. Spirit of the highest vibration, please clear this deck so I can give an accurate and concise reading to Aquarius. What is coming for my Aquarians over the next 7 days? What is coming for my Aquarians over the next 7 days? messages for Aquarius. I'm hearing that song from the Prince of Egypt. Many nights we've prayed. I cannot remember the rest of the lyrics, but I'll post the song down below. We were moving mountains before we knew we ever could. That right there is a word right there. Moving mountains before you knew you ever could. All right, so what are some messages for Aquarius over the next 7 days? Messages relevant to Aquarius over the next 7 days, please. So 5. Who are you again? Somebody else. I think Gemini got that as well. I didn't want to see you succeed. Oh, I don't want to see you succeed. These two, the Rasmus, guilty, angry. Check your smoke detectors. Take care of the little yet important details. And you're a wizard, Harry. You're a wizard, Harry. So I think I'm going to take a picture of this one and just post it on the community thing because it's so relevant to a lot of people right now. But what do you have? What do you have? Let's see. You've got the Star card, which the Star card. So you are in your energy right now. The Chariot card and the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like with just looking at those cards, I feel like y'all are having success. And Ten of Pentacles, my goodness. All right, so it feels like you're having some kind of success. You are glowing up, or you have blown up. However the past tense of that is, it's making people angry. People are thinking you're a witch. People who you don't even like. If you came into some kind of money, especially people who you don't even know are coming out of the woodwork to talk to you. Like if you're on social media with a star, it feels like you may get more contact from people, may get more followers, and people might start talking to you like, "Oh yeah, I used to go to school with you, this, that, and the fourth," and you're like, "Who are you again?" People did not want to see you succeed. Guilty of the Rasmus is the song that you might want to go look at. And I feel like something about your glow up is making people angry. Like your advancement is making people angry. Your ability to bounce back is making people angry. Like I'm hearing bounce back by Big Sean. Um, it's like I feel like you're like, I don't fuck with you bitches. Like that's the other Big Sean song where he's like, I don't fuck with you, you little stupid ass bitch. I ain't fucking with you. I feel that's y'all. Y'all are like, I'm good on that because even in that song, he's like, I wish you the best, but I'm not fucking with you. I'm not. We're not friends. You know, I want you to eat, just not at my table, kind of thing. And you may feel a little bit of guilt about that, like but allow yourself to detach from people who no longer serve you. Like do that for yourself, please. I feel like people are looking at you like, how did you how did you come back from the dead like that? Like, all right, so let's look at the stalker. Do I even need do I even need cards? Because he's like, that card moves to the devil. Y'all might want to look at what Pluto is doing in your Aquarian house. You may want to look at Cancer, your Cancer placements to see what's going on there. But it definitely looks like so like do I need this? All right, so I'm gonna shuffle. If anything falls out, I'll take it. But if I feel compelled to take a card, I will. But I don't really think I need to because I just feel like this looks good. This looks very positive. And if you were, I think it was Gemini. If you were attracted to the Gemini reading, you might want to go watch it. Um, because they had something similar happen. It really feels like air signs, generally having a good time over the next 7 days. Um, But in the song, he's like, guilty, oh, empty, I feel so angry, yeah. So I really feel like like you glowing up is like making somebody like irrationally angry, like pissed all the way off, like not halfway, all the way. And the fact that I feel like if you are on social media and these people are watching you, they've seen you like how you're moving and where you're going, and they are just. It really feels like, for example, gold. In 2020, it was like how much, 1,500 or 1,000 or whatever, and now it's like over $2,000. People are like, well, I really should have bought gold back then. You should buy gold now, but it really feels like they didn't realize your worth until you start popping up with all of this success, and they're like, you know, like, wait, well, what the fuck? I feel like if it was somebody that you were with, a job that you were with, they're seeing your value now, but it's because you were always that person, but they didn't see it. They treated you some kind of way, didn't give you the room to grow, and now that you have had that room to grow, they're seeing your growth, and it's like, wait a minute, what did I miss out on? I missed out on something. But if you are going into a new field, you're going into a new level of growth, or you're just leveling up in general, make sure to take care of the little yet important details. Okay, and also use your discernment because people can smell it when you're getting ready to be successful or you're getting ready to blow up or whatever, and they'll just come out of the woodwork and try and get what you've got. So yeah, be mindful of that. Good for y'all. Go listen to the song Guilty by the Rasmus. I used to listen to the Rasmus like a long time ago. Like a lot of y'all may not know, but I was like a weird goth kid. I was like the only black goth kid besides my sister in that school that we were going to. And I love all kinds of different music. So anyway, but you're a wizard, Harry. Even if you are like not, it feels like you're a powerful manifester. Like you're a generator and you're able to like just generate all of this stuff without even if you're an atheist, it feels like you still have the ability to use like the universal principles to get whatever you want. Yeah, so somebody just definitely did not want to see you succeed at all, and you may have completely detached from them to the point where um you don't even know who they are anymore. Like they don't even know who you are anymore either. So let's go to Pisces. Pisces, what is coming for you over the next 7 days? What is coming for my Pisceans over the next 7 days? Thank you for watching, Aquarius. But we're gonna go on to Pisces. What's coming for my Pisceans over the next 7 days? Still hearing that song from the Aquarius reading. The Rasmus me song is called Guilty. All right, so what's coming for my Pisceans over the next 7 days? See, we've got one, two, three. That one just wanted to come out, so I'm going to take it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put this over here, and then we're going to look. What messages does this deck have for Pisces over the next 7 days? I'm hearing Disgusted fell out, but what I'm hearing is Disgusted Hated. It's a song by Tool. Tool. I think it's Tool. Either way, it's Mayor King James. That's one of his songs. So if you just look up like Disgustipated, that'll probably pop up. But I think it's Tool. What are some messages for Pisceans over the next 7 days, please? Okay. 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands, The Lovers. Two of Cups. That looks nice. The bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. Okay, so is it a secret rendezvous? Man in the Box by Alice in Chains. The Man in the Box. Blank card. Beauty fades, and I'm hearing this drag queen literally like screaming that as Judge Judy. That's a blank card. Moving on. And you've got check your smoke detectors. Take care of the little yet important details. Oh my God. Oh my God. I didn't know that that was going to be such a popular card. That's going up on the community tab because my God, that's just come out so many times. All right, so anyway, Ten of Wands feels very connected to the Man in the Box song because it's such a like you just have to listen to the song. Won't you come and save me? Very like that, it feels like. And it feels like somebody saved themselves, honestly, with the moving on. It's like the beauty of something, like faded. Why is it Seven of Swords here? Hey, justice. So whatever it is, I feel like um, somebody might have gotten caught up in a situation. And what it feels like is somebody taking the fall for somebody else, and then they got out, and they're like reunited with somebody, but they're kind of angry with the person that they took the fall for. And it's like some people say prison, the Man in the Box. Really, really? Okay, so it feels like prison. Like somebody might be imprisoned one way, shape, or form, and it's like it feels like they took the fall for somebody else, or they were just legitimately in jail for something they did. And it feels like they come out, and it's like they've changed. The world also has changed around them. It feels like maybe somebody is even dealing with the traumas from prison, and they've been out for a while, 6 months, 6 years, whatever, and they're still dealing with the after effects of being like in jail. Beauty fades. It feels like if that person got out of prison, they've been in there for a long time, the world has changed and it's not the way that they remember it being. And the beauty of the world that they wanted to like experience when they got out has changed. It has faded. It has become something completely and totally different. And they have to just deal with the fact that they did something, they ended up in jail, and then they lost that time. And they weren't able to watch the world change while they were in there. And they just have to move on with that knowledge, in their heads. And it feels like this person really having to deal with that, like being very stressed out about how things have changed. I'm also getting this like where you can't come home again. That's a cliche people use. Where well, you can't go back home again. But I really feel like it's about um not being able to go back to that same feeling. Like when you were a child and your parents were taking care of you and all that stuff. It's like you have to, when you go back home, you have to look at home through different eyes. You might start to realize why, that uncle couldn't come in the house around the children, or why um your mother was in the bathroom for 2 hours every night. She was crying in there. Um, you may, find out what actually happened to uncle, cousin, George, Bob, Tom, Skip, whatever. It's like when you go back home, the beauty of your childhood might start to fade because now you're looking at it through adult eyes and you have to move forward with that, um, you know, in your mind. forgiveness, uh, Ten of Wands, because it does feel like you're able to at least, it feels like having to come to grips with something that has changed, where it feels like being disillusioned, honestly. And there's like this moment of anger, and you may like cry, scream, get that anger out, and then you just have to move forward. You may end up like on your knees praying, and then you are sent somebody who comforts you. I'd love to say this is like a beautiful relationship after a time of hardship, but what it's coming off as is disillusionment. Somebody might have a like go through depersonalization because they're so like disillusioned. It's like seeing behind the curtain of something. Like the Wizard of Oz, where Dorothy was looking for the wizard, but she found the man behind the curtain, and he was like a basically a fraudster. If you were caught up in the legal system before, I feel like you still have to deal with some of the after effects of that. If it wasn't like being in jail, it could be just having to pay fines or fees. I see the Emperor here. It could be that you were an older man. I don't normally get a whole lot of older men, so you might be dealing with an older man. Might look like this. Could have a dog. Um, you may also be stressed out about a feminine energy, but it really feels like somebody getting caught up, like getting caught, or they got caught in the past, and they're still having to deal with the after effects of it. The Queen of Cups may also be somebody who can comfort you, because it does kind of look like she shouldn't be the same person here as here, but this person is different. Maybe when you met her, she had red hair, or maybe when you met her, she was wherever she was, and maybe all fell out. This person might come back around again to comfort you. You have a cat, or she could have the cat. We have an affinity with cats. There's a white cat on this card. I don't know why. When I saw that ram on that Emperor card, it looked to me like a dog. Person could be a Taurus or an Aries. If they are an Aries, they could be on the cusp. All right. So I don't really think I need much anything else. Maybe let's look at the Beauty Fates card. Also here there might be barriers that feel like a prison or felt like a prison in the past that you have to just deal with the after effects of. It really feels like something that you guys did or somebody around you did that has like the consequences have to be dealt with, but there's comfort to be had. Let's look at the what's a double card? Really famous card. Page of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Two of Swords. It really is coming off as maybe it was even like a self-imposed isolation. where you were just distanced from other people, and it feels like things just got away from you guys. It's like this fish looks like he's getting away from the page, and it's just like there's this memory of things being a certain way, and now things have moved so far from what it used to be that the beauty of it has faded. So, with that being said, I do feel like there is comfort for you guys to have. You just might have to reach out. You could have to reach out and ask for help. Um, Even if it's just praying to whoever you pray to. It feels like if you want the comfort, it's there. You just have to, like, I must have been looking for you. I must have been looking for you. The devil was here. Alcoholism can be a a self-imposed prison. Um, Toxic behavior can be, uh, just insert whatever can be self-imposed. If it's not the legal system, it could be, it feels like self-imposed. So, with that being said, guys, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to reach out to like good friends. I hate to say it, but if you want to reach out to a feminine energy that you hurt in the past, I feel like she would still try and help you, even though, you know, you were mean to her. Check your smoke detectors. Take care of the little yet important details. That could also have to do with the self-imposed imprisonment. Um, if you want to be around people, even when you might not feel like it all the time, you might have to, at least shoot them a text and say, hey, how are you doing? Or, I was thinking about you or whatever. So, that being said, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tip, donate, comment. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.